Okay, it's recording.
All right, great. So, Nancy, thanks again for your time. What I'd love to do is just start with you. If you could just say your name, how you're involved in the Dell Social Innovation Challenge, like if it's like, hey, I won X year or whatever it is, um, you know, and then where you're from. So if that's like, hey, I won this year and I'm in San Francisco, but I'm from so and so originally, like that's cool too. Or you can just say where you actually are now, whatever you think to do. But if you could just start with that, that'd be great. And just say, hey, I'm so and so. Go for that.
Okay. Hi, I'm Nancy Liu. I am from Boulder, Colorado, and I live in Los Angeles, California now. I was part of the Dell Social Innovation Challenge in 2012, and our team won the Audience Choice Award, and also we were the third place overall winner.
That's great, Nancy. How did it feel to like be the audience choice award winner and come in third place?
Winning and being even just a finalist in the Dell Social Innovation Challenge was a dream come true. It was so much fun. Our team had an amazing 1 week time that we spent in Austin, Texas.
And what was the award week like? Tell me a little bit about that experience.
The 1 week for the finalists was incredible. We got to meet the founder and have dinner with the founder of Whole Foods. We got to meet a singer from the Black Eyed Peas. They showered us with gifts and presents, and they even gave us a camera. We also got to visit a zoo. So it was an incredible journey.
That's so cool. And tell us a little bit about your project.
My project is Nanoli Bioscience. We developed a polymer that enables vaccines to survive without refrigeration.
And why is that so important to you?
The project's really important to me because I grew up in rural China and I didn't get many of my immunization until I came to the US. So our team came together because we discovered that there are so many places in the world that do not have access to vaccines because they don't have electricity to power refrigerators.
And so what is this like made possible by having this project out there? And, yeah.
By having our polymer integrated with vaccines, the vaccine can travel to anywhere in the world without refrigeration. So the vaccines can finally get to hard to reach places in the world that never had access to it before.
Um, and so where did you grow up again?
I grew up in rural China, a village in Jiangxi province.
And how would this project have affected where you grew up?
This project will have tremendous impact in the community I grew up because now vaccines can be transported to that rural area.
And what's so unique about the Dell Social Innovation Challenge? I mean, I'm assuming you've been in other challenges or competitions, or maybe you haven't. But like, what's so unique about Dell?
I can honestly say that the Dell Social Innovation Challenge was the best competition that we were a part of. It was so fun, so fulfilling, and we as a team felt like it gave us more than just money, more than just connections, but really gave us an experience to connect with other social innovators around the country.
And then did you guys get funding for third place?
Yes, we did. So we got funding for both winning the Audience Choice Award and also the third place overall.
So how much funding did you guys win, and what did that enable you guys to do for your company?
We won $11,000 from the competition, and this helps us tremendously because our company is funded through grants, through universities, and through competitions like the Dell Social Innovation Challenge.
And then, so what did you guys do with the funding exactly? What did it allow you guys to do in terms of like with operations or expansion, or like what did you guys do with it exactly?
The money is used all for our testing. So for our lab equipment, for getting all of our materials, our chemicals, the vaccines that we use to test our product on.
So What's the team like at Dell? Like when you think of like the team and just like take a second and just relax and think about like what did it feel like? Like what were the people who work at Dell like the socialization challenge? What did they feel like to you?
The people at Dell were like family and friends. They were so cool. We went out together. They took us to dinner. We hung out. So it was definitely, it felt like a family.
Well, what was it about it that felt like a family? I'm curious. Like you're not the first person that said that. And like what was it that gave you that feeling of family?
Part of the experience was from the beginning to, even now, the people on our team, we felt very connected to Dell. They reach out to us even after the competition to make sure that our project is doing well and that they're providing us with any type of resource that we need. It wasn't just a one-time competition that you go to. It was something that we felt was a very long-term relationship that we had with Dell.
Very cool. What was the most important thing you got from the Dell Social Innovation Summit?
The most important part, I would say, is seeing the other innovations that are out there and meeting those teams because they have had a lot of experiences that we're going to have or experience and just advice that they could give us. So I think that community and meeting that community was invaluable for us.
And what was that? Was it helping you avoid certain mistakes or even learn different ways to approach your business? Like what did you get out of that interaction?
It was learning about the process because our product is a chemical, so we have to go through a lot of regulation, and there were teams there that could help us who had previous experience in that or knew people that had gone through that, and it connected us with those people.
What words, if you just take a second and like think about, you said a couple different words. You said fun, you said cool, but just if you could only describe the Dell Social Innovation Challenge by using a single word and say it like it was X or it is X or just like it was this, it was that, or it is this, it's that. What are some words that would come to mind?
It was inspiring.
What else? Just keep going. Keep popping off a few to come to your mind.
It was inspiring. It was impactful. It was exciting. It was I would say fun. Fun was like one of the biggest parts.
That's great. And what would you say to someone who's applying and like, don't give them the sales pitch. Just say like, why do you think they should apply? Why should someone do this?
I think everyone should apply to the competition because first, it's so simple, it's so easy. You get to see and be part of this amazing community of other entrepreneurs. I think they should also apply because you really have nothing to lose. It's a really very straightforward process, and Dell connects the teams with mentors once they make it to the semifinals, so there's support all along the way.
That's great. And what did it feel like having that support and getting those mentors?
For us, it was really helpful to have the mentors and the support because we were very new to this competition. We knew that the competition had been around for a couple of years, but we had never done it before. So to be able to reach out to former teams, mentors that had helped winning teams from previous years, that was really great for us.
That's great. That's great, Nancy. I really appreciate your time. I think we got some really good stuff there. Is there anything else that we haven't talked about with Dell that you think is important to kind of point out?
Well, I just want to really emphasize, our team has done a lot of competitions, and this is the one that truly stands out, and it's the most unique.
It's great. And okay. One more thing, how is like your family respond to this? Like, you know, were they like just so do they know about this stuff, or they just think you're like some crazy social entrepreneur that really get it? Like, what's their like? How has it kind of impacted your family, or what do they think about all this?
My family was so excited. They knew that this was one of the biggest competitions that we were a part of. And so for them to see us through the entire process of making it to the semifinals and the finals and then winning a prize, it was incredible for them. They've always been very supportive, and I'm lucky to have family that are so supportive in me just going and doing my own project.
And what has the Dell Socialization Challenge, like being an audience award winner or like a third place winner, has that affected how other people take you guys seriously or not, or how has it impacted kind of like your growth of your company in terms of like a credibility standpoint, stuff like that?
The competition and being a finalist and winning a prize in the competition gave us incredible credibility because you have Dell Corporation, which is one of the most respected companies in technology, supporting you, and getting their backing is very valuable, especially for any project that is small on a small scale and you need to demonstrate that you have traction. This is certainly one of the ways to do it.
What was it like growing up in rural China?
I mean, it was so different. I just went back there this summer, and the water's from water pumps. It's straight from the ground. It's really different, but it's also a really humbling experience, and I'm very glad to have grown up in rural China.
When you said it was water pumps, what was it like when you were growing up?
The water was from wells, so you would actually use a bucket, and you would put it down into the well, and then you would get water that way. You would pitch water from the well.
Wow, and then so you've made this polymer, and you have this way to bring vaccines to places like where you grew up. Like, what was the infrastructure like, or what were health services like where you were growing up, when you were growing up?
Well, right now, one of the main hospital clinics is run by my uncle, and it's literally a one-room clinic. And people just come in with anything from, being sick to needing surgery. It's in this one-room clinic, and that really hasn't changed since I was 5 years old.
And how were your, like, so I'm just curious, like, with what they had to do when you were growing up, maybe for vaccines and stuff, how specifically would your, creation impact where you grew up?
Well, for some of the vaccines, you actually had to travel pretty far from the village to a hospital to get the vaccines. We'd have to go into the city.
How far was that?
I mean, this was when I was like younger than 5 years old, so my parents did that, and I know it was a struggle for them, and they actually took the time to do that, but not every family has the time to go and take their kids to the city to get vaccines.
Wow. And what do you think? Like, imagine a world where vaccines can be reached everywhere. Like, just take a second. You are 100% successful. Natalie is like global, and like, what does that world look like? Like, what happens with your success?
When Natalie becomes successful into the market, there'll be 20 million children that never had access to vaccines now getting immunization. We'll be able to save up to 2 million people that die from vaccine-preventable diseases.
Thank you so much for your time. What I'd love to just end with real quickly is if we could just redo the opening piece where you say hi. What I'd love for you to do, and I'm sorry to be so specific, but I want to capture it in a certain way, but I think we're going to be leading the marketing video with each person saying this.
Okay.
And I'd love for you to say, hi, I'm Nancy Liu. I'm the founder of Natalie, or whatever your role is there. We won the audience award and third prize, and of the Dell Social Innovation Challenge in X year, and I'm from blah 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 that grew up in rural China. I know it's a mouthful.
No, I'll do my best.
So hi, I'm Nancy Liu. I'm the whatever you are at Natalie. We won the audience award and third prize award at the Dell Social Innovation Challenge in 2011. I'm from
2012
in LA, but I grew up in rural China.
Okay.
Thank you. One last piece, and then we're done.
Okay. Hi, I'm Nancy Liu. I am the co-founder of Natalie Bioscience. We won the Audience Choice Award and third place overall at the Dell Social Innovation Challenge 2012. I'm from Boulder, Colorado, but I grew up in rural China.
Very cool. Nancy, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll never have to hear from me again except to say, look at this kick-ass video that you helped us make.
All right, great. Thanks so much.
So if you could just hit upload and let's just stay on the line.